Hey guys, welcome to my daily video. It's super hot right now. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I spent 2 hours inside just doing time-lapse stuff, moving plants into the house, and now I have flowers open that I would love to continue to film in the sun, but it's so hot, especially in the greenhouse, you know? But this is Flying Saucer, masterpiece hybrid. Everyone loves it for good reason. And it's open right now. I want to collect a little bit more pollen, everything that's not picked up by the hoverflies maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I leave it out for them completely. I also left the Theleflora pollen. Yeah, it's tough outside for the insects too. And this is a lot of pollen for them. On some days they would have to search very long for that, and here they find it. Okay, I have a lot that are opening up. Thinking about moving this one inside the house. Erfolg, Selbstbestäubung and Cantora. That's ruffled. But I'm currently a little bit... There's too much. I have stuff standing everywhere. This one is amazing. I should move this one inside. I just only noticed this, that this one will open tonight. These open tonight. But on the other hand, you know, the time-lapse camera is already full. At some point, you are moving all your plants into the house, you know. I mean, I don't want to do that. But of course, it would be great to make the most out of the time-lapse that we can do. This one needs to be moved away. Yeah, but this is Aburi. At least these three open tonight. There's a Cantora. No, what was it? Cantora Gelb crossed with Apricot Glow and Legon, I think. Yeah, that's this one. Also super nice yellow flowers that are super beautiful. Over here Claw is flowering again. I'm not sure what to do. There's just too much. I think I will leave them all out just so, I don't know. I do not want to move too many plants into the house because they need to be moved back outside again, and it's a lot of work, and at some point the camera is full, you know, so let's go into the other greenhouse. But lots of things are going to happen here. In here too, same situation basically. They all open up at once. Of course they do. Or at least a lot of them. But it's okay. It will look amazing, so I will just probably leave it. I thought about moving this one under the time lapse. This is Allergold, but it's already a little bit too big. We'll think about it in the next hour or two. I've already moved some stuff, so we're covered. There definitely is some stuff that will be filmed over the night, no matter what. This is Eckart's Schönste. Lots of ruffled flowers. The one behind it, Märchenfee. I think this year we will sort it out, unless it looks super nice. It's just a too unspectacular flower. Yeah, and some that will flower for the first time. Some Gräser stuff here, I see. That's definitely a Gräser flower. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stuff going on here. Here's a little fruit update. Paul Ehrlich grows 3 fruits, and in wildly different sizes, because the parents were different. We did some with pink stripes, I think. We did another one with something small, multi-hybrid that caused a small fruit. Bamboy, colored validus. So we have very good seeds this year. This one here, Fast 12, none of them stuck, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It happens. In here there are more plants and lobevias that are flowering. There's one on the top shelf that I forgot. Over here I need to collect more pollen because I didn't get to the flower on the other side. This is a great hybrid. Very useful for breeding. So I will collect the pollen now. Over here, Amun-Re. I wish it were already open, or close to open, then I could work with it. It's so hot in here. Mika and Kami want to go out so urgently. They've been pressing me, but I do not want to sit in the sun. I'm only out to film right now and collect pollen, and I wish I wouldn't have to. I just don't like being in full sun. It's too much. Yeah, but yeah, we're going to be in the sun a lot in the next days. Check out the lobevia here. They are flowering everywhere in between, and I need to be careful that I do not miss them because some of them are really good. Over here we have fruits, various, from Wörlitz hybrids. This is Loxanthinopsis with 3 fruits and more flowers coming up. Lobevia winteriana is full of fruits. Yeah, we're having a lot of success this year. This one I moved here to bring it into the house. This is a hybrid between Flying Saucer and Cantora, and the flowers are amazing. But I think they will open tomorrow night. So I put it aside for now. But later, this one will go under the time lapse at some point. It's just too beautiful, and the flowers open pretty much simultaneously, probably. At least some of them. And that would be great. Over here is Theleflora. Unfortunately, it's pretty far along. But who cares, right? I mean, we filmed it in the Pollination Day special. That's already enough. It just didn't last long enough, especially not after I've been doing surgery on the flowers to get more pollen out of them. But that's the way when you're a breeder. Sometimes you need to mess it a little bit up. But long term, when you see all the offspring that is grown from the seeds, then it makes it worth it again. Over here we have Arboricola, and it gets one flower, and I've seen that it has 1 fruit, and only from an Arboricola cross. Everything else was ditched. Then I have this one that I wanted to do under the time lapse, but it's very difficult with all the plants that I have right now. But this one is amazing. I've shown it before. It's the one with the messed up flower that didn't open properly, that had a part missing, and now the flower buds look normal, so the flowers will look normal. So that is one of my contenders for inside. Down here we have another plant that's full of fruit. I like to put them in the shade after the pollination. Putting them in the shade, watering them in the shade all the time. I feel like it helps them to not lose the flower, the fruit eventually. At some point you might have a successful pollination, but the plant doesn't have the power to grow it in full sun. But in the shade it does. So I usually try to reduce the stress. Temperature stress. I do not have plants with fruits inside closed greenhouse doors or something like that. If I do, it's just because I have to, because there's another flower on it that's opening up. But in general, I try to avoid it a lot. Over here I have the Telegonus hybrid. Apparently the hybrid is Traris crossed with Pisac. It lost the first pollination, so the first pollination was a failure. I think about what it was, but I don't recall right now. Was definitely something close genetically, so it's surprising that it dropped it. Over here, I keep ripping out grass in between because I want to avoid that the grass takes away the light from the cacti that are below, because they are still flowering, a lot of them. So I always need to be careful that the plants aren't overshaded. Shade is really a problem. And where we live here, so many trees around, we need to do something. In autumn we take down the trees, but right now it's still protected time. But in autumn, late autumn, we take them down. Over here, this is the Arboricola hybrid. Yeah, I would love to move it out, but it's in the midst of a big spider web, and I don't want to make the spider homeless. But I seriously wanted to. But yeah, this is pretty big. I always feel bad when I do that, so probably not taking it in. I think I know the color. The color was something like reddish. And yeah. But I still haven't fully decided if I'm not taking it in. So this is Humcus roro, and this is Pink Stripes. These two have flowers on the same height. That could be great for inside. Yeah, but apart from that, I couldn't find the slugs that have been damaging the flowers. I only got one tiny slug, and I do not think it was the cause. Really not. Back there I see that Mainz is flowering. That is a hybrid by Rainer Heise. Over there, this is Anton Maas, a Hilde Winterer hybrid. I might move it out just so I can focus on filming it a little bit better. Temperature in the greenhouse is making me insane, like temporary insane. You know, when you feel the heat and you're no longer thinking straight. So if I talk weird stuff, it's the heat. The heat is really giving me a hard time. So let's see what that is. I do not want to wiggle around. We would see it when we take them out. This is a hybrid, a multi-hybrid. I like the body, and that's why I have it. It's yellow, so useful for crosses, especially with the body, but not for the color itself. What's this? This is a Wörlitz hybrid. This is a Uvocale hybrid. This is Scopolicola hybrid. Arboricola and Zelli crossed together. And the flower is beautiful. So this is going to be a nice one. I want to move this one out. Let's get it. Let's get the grabber tool. I think it's in the house. Ugh. I will do that later. I don't want to have the cat bother me again, because she wants out. She's sitting beside the door and is rushing me when I come in. This one here, I'm not sure what it is, but there's a label, so I will move it out later today. This one will be flowering. This one will be flowering. Haven't seen flowers on the others yet. So this is just rooted head pieces that I put aside because I didn't know where to put them. Over here we need to remove the weeds. Of course you catch cactus spines all the time when you're doing that. Yeah, I like the funky body. And the one on the right here, this is a hybrid with Goldrose. Looking forward seeing this. Over here, something slimed the fruit. Very often the slugs only eat the dead matter at the top, not the live tissue, but I gotta keep an eye on this. Once they start taking bites out of the fruit, then they continue. So if we see one bite, we need to remove it. Need to move it inside. This needs to go. Ah. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Look at this. Yeah. See? It looked like we might have 2 fruit, and in the end, it's nothing again. Classic super apricot. That's such a genetic trash can. Yeah, but at least it's flowering again. Allows me to make crosses with it. Yeah, Hilde Winterer flowering again. Yeah. Over here, this looks great. Check this out. Totally different to all the Trichocereus flower buds that are emerging. It's pretty sweet. I like it. Yeah, what do I have here? This was the first flower, and the flower is super tiny. I see it already on the Lubivia. Let's move this out already, because this is a bad sign when you have flowers that have this size. Look at it. These will all go. Not waiting to see the others. I've had this cross. I've seen this cross or one like a cross like this before. It was a cross with Dessau, and the color was great, but the flower size was tiny. Check out the Arboricola and that slug. When I get that slug, I'm not hurting it. I just don't do that stuff. But I will carry it like to the next town, just so it is far away from my flowers. But we have a lot of fruit here. Almost all pollinations took, or at least quite a lot of them. These Arboricola crosses, pretty fertile. This is Vers 11. Yeah, and this one we will repot. That's KK 337. 337. Flower is amazing, but it's not flowering yet. Next year. Probably next year. And this is a TPM cross. TPM with Zelly. I just want to know if it's a colored flower or not. If this one is white, the others might be too. But I just want to get a sneak preview. This is the first seedling that is flowering. At least for me. So, okay, let me sit down in the shade, because I'm having a hard time right now. So, yeah, I will now go into the house again. I think I wanted to record a few more reels of Flying Saucer, because the flower looks so great. But it's so hot. The phone is overheating, I'm overheating. Later today I come out again, and I just hope that Flying Saucer is still open. If not, I have recorded maybe 4 or 5 videos. That's already a lot. But when you have Flying Saucer open, it's just a plant that you want to show. It's one of the best hybrids ever. And yeah, let's have a look at it one last time. Holy moly, right? Let me put the camera on the tripod. We will collect a little bit of pollen here. This is just too good. Yep. But where's the tripod again? It was somewhere. And these go out. I do not recall having seen this flower. The other one. I must have missed it. It must have been so small that I missed it. And it's definitely possible, the size this one has. I just put that hybrid between Charlotte and Flying Saucer that flowered today. I put that one down on the street, gifting it to whoever wants to take it with him when he walks across. Gotta share the cactus love. I am not a plant seller. I do not want to become one. I'm getting a lot of mails. Just 2 days ago, I saw that someone had sent me a message on Instagram, and I don't use the messenger. I know a lot of people use it a lot, but I do not. I just can't keep it all in view, especially since Facebook has now split everything up. Every page has their own part for the messenger. I'm done with that. I cannot do it. There are just too many channels that I would have to watch. People write messages everywhere on pages, then on the messenger through pages, then on the messenger of Instagram. It's just too much. So I have my email address where people can reach me, but that's it. I'm just old school. I have a few friends that write me sometimes, and sometimes I write back, but I do not like the medium. Like, it's just always being available is just not a good thing. Okay, so I want to collect pollen here. Oh, it's really hot, guys. When I'm done here, I might need another hour to cool down, and then I can go out with Mika and Kami. Okay. Yeah, now we have a little bit of pollen to work with, like just for the daily pollinations today. And yeah, then I will record 1 or 2 clips here, and then I'm done. Temperature is getting too hot in the greenhouse. Also for the camera. So yeah, I decided that I no longer wanna do that messenger thing. It's just, you get messages all around the clock. You get messages in the morning, you get messages in the evening, and often it's just good stuff. It's people just being nice, and I appreciate it. I read it sometimes, but it's just, you are constantly on edge because you constantly are getting notifications and all. I finally realized that you need to take a step back sometimes for your mental health's sake. And that's what I'm doing. Not being reachable all the time. There's something black inside the bag. Is this a bug? Could also be like a bee turd. I'm not sure what it is. There's a little. Now it fell down. But something was on there. Okay. Yeah, this is enough. I gotta get out of the greenhouse. I can't. It's too hot. So let's get the camera here. Okay. Yeah, this is flying saucer. Masterpiece. And in here, everything will look amazing within the next few hours. This one needs to be out. I think I need to move it into a new pot within the next couple months. I want to do a lot of repotting, but I wanted to wait for the flowering to be over. I do not like to disturb plants that are flowering. I just like them in the position they are, with everything exactly the way the flower buds emerged. But now it's time. Now nothing, I don't think that the flower buds can be dropped now. Unless you walk into them, like I sometimes do. But apart from that, they will take it. Okay. Yeah, and here this is the Grandiflorus. Trichocereus grandiflorus. We will do a full video with it when it's open. Right now, maybe needs another 3 days or so. Over here, this is Lubivia winteriana crossed with Easter Parade. And this here is a hybrid. Seed grown. First flower probably. That's good. I like these first flowers because I'm easily bored. So this is Sunny. Crossed with Bex 104. Okay, so I think I have earned the break now. I always, like, at the moment, I spend so much time with Mika and Kami because they need me right now. And then I feel guilty when I go to work, like with my cacti and all. I always take them with me out, you know, but it's not, you need to be always aware, always worried. And it's not like when you can focus on the work. Right now, it's a difficult time because I'm doing two things at the same time, and yeah. So I'm trying to have Mika and Kami with me all the time, and fingers crossed that it works. In the beginning, they didn't get along. Kami is easily scared. She's just a 16-year-old cat. And when Mika runs at her with full power, she gets scared and runs into the house. So, but we've been training every day, and now the last few days have been successful. So I hope that we can in the future, that I can do my work and have Mika with me walking around here, doing what she wants, stuff like that, you know? Okay, so the next video will probably have flowers in it. I'm not sure which one. I will just take it as it comes, one flower after the other. I have no idea how I can film them all, or if I should, you know, but I will try my best. I will film for as long as I can stand here. Yeah, and it will be awesome. This is looking great already. I already like it. I know when they open up, you will be blown away. So next update is probably going to be good. Take care.